So hello and welcome back to another episode of Wren's Wasteland Camp Reviews / Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. I'm Wren. This is Harley, by the way. She's one of my 5 characters that I use in this game. I only have one that works as currently as a mule. That's Bouncy McBears. Actually, I don't know what his name is, but Bouncy McBears seems to be a good one. Anyway, we'll go ahead and just go for our first camp here and see what we got. Looks like Mikkel and Lickum. Okay, we'll go to this one first because top of the list, might as well give it a shot and see how bad or how great it is. Not even sure where we're going at this point. We were just at Nuka World on tour, but it doesn't go on tour. It's just kind of there. Does that mean it's Nuka World there? Questions. Answers. We are in the Savage Divide, and this is a lead node, and that is a floating camp. Which means I've got to do this. So on a scale of 1 to 10 is how I rate camps. And he's got a death claw here, and I'm guessing it's his pet. So as you can see down here, he's got the extractor out, doing its thing. He's got his super mutant companion going in and out of his house, because, you know, nothing says loving like a super mutant poop in the oven, because I'll bet you money he ain't got a bathroom. We'll check this out, see if there's anything good here. Hey, what do you know? 2 things I can buy. And they're not priced horribly. They actually are priced relatively, normal for the items versus being priced high or crazy low or anything like that. So this level is his workroom, which you'll notice this is his second uh, generator. He has another one outside down there. Both of them generating 100 power. Going around this way. I always thought the vault one should give you more than 100, but, it is what it is. It's a game. So they put in a roof up here because the roof up there leaks. Most likely they just bought this set whenever it became available and just recently acquired it. They are currently playing through the scoreboard. They have reached at least the 80s to 90s, if I remember right, for that box. One fireplace. I don't remember if that's the one that came with the extensions, but I'm betting probably not. No, that is the one that comes with the extensions. Because the other one has a mantelpiece on it. Alright, so moving right along. So I give you a camp score based on what you got. If it's a good camp, if it's a bad camp, if it looks like something that actually exists in the world, if it looks like something that is just, a floating piece of garbage in the middle of nowhere. I tell you it's a floating piece of garbage in the middle of nowhere. I often get confused by the amount of weird crap that people put out for no reason because, well, yeah. This is one of those times when looking at the place, I can honestly say on a scale of 1 to 10, this one rates a 2. It's a piece of shit. I've built floating camps before. I've built quite a few of them, actually. You can actually build them and make them really cool if you actually apply a little bit of logic to the build. This one doesn't have logic. It just has this. So I'm going to go over here and activate my camp, which is technically a float. Oh, I already have it up. My mistake. Let's go down the list. So we went to that one because he was the top one. But let's take a look around and see if there's anything in the map that we can get to that's not going to cost me out the nose to travel to. Odds are against it. Army Kitsunes. We'll go check that one out. So whenever I build camps, I tend to scatter them across the wasteland. The reason for that is fast travel. Not everybody does that. I understand that. Some people just find one spot that they really like and continue to build there over and over and over again. That is not something I do, though. Alright, taking a look around. Let's see what we got here. Location is the mire. I don't know if there's anything around here. Well, they've got their vault out. Let's start with that. And they've got two lovely little blue chairs out on their porch. Bunches and bunches of guns. And apparently these ropes are better than, you know, actually putting in latticework fencing here for some reason. I do not know. They have built down there, and that's where their vendor is. And sounds like they've got the hippie in here. And they too have made it through part of the scoreboard and have made it through at least, I think it's the president's desk right there. Well, that's an interesting bathroom. I mean, nothing like putting it all out for show. I mean, you know, I built a bathroom and then I built a glass enclosure all around it so everybody can watch me poop. But I didn't put out a toilet because I don't actually want to poop. Oh well. Poop jokes aside. That's really dumb. Anyway, moving right along. So they put all their workbenches up here and a bed because, you know, might as well go ahead and give yourself two beds. I get it. He put out a bed so, or she put out a bed so it would look like the person here has a bed. Alright. Like the Tesla arcs. Nice. Nice. Of course, if they were really Tesla arcs, you wouldn't actually need the wires. So this is Army Kitsune's camp. We're going to go downstairs and finish it off real quick. I do love the phone. That is like my favorite thing off the new scoreboard, by the way. This is an odd choice. I would have used stone. But a parquet floor with, you know, out in the woods, I'm sure that goes really well in the rain. And, you know, it's only slightly floating on the corners. It's not like you could decide to not make that happen. Although it is well defended from the frogs. I mean, I've always wanted, you know, to have the ability to shoot missiles at frogs. It's kind of a dream of mine, if you will. Missiles and frogs. Maybe remote control cars. Nah. Anyway, so on a scale of 1 to 10, this place isn't built badly. It's actually got a decent structure. The location choice is very poor. If you're going to build here, you might as well go for broke. And if you're going to, you know, have stuff hanging off, really, really go for broke and do a floating camp like the other one was. Because of the fact that there are parts of it floating kind of detract from the overall build. Although the symmetry of the build... Oh no, I just killed myself. How could I die to that? It's because I'm a bloodied build, to be honest. I die to everything. To be honest, I die to a cold. A sneeze would put me down for God, ever. But it's one of the problems with playing with a character that's bloodied. And being this bloodied. I mean, jeez. Damage is great, but detriments are, you know. Unless I'm like, you know, getting ready for a fight and I'm taking a bunch of chems to get everything up and working. And they do have a bathroom that's outside that's a real toilet. That's an outhouse. So they get a point for that. And the build's actually, like I said, done fairly well. Except for this part right here. I mean, that is just, you know, kind of, yeah. But, so overall, I'm going to give him a 4. Actually, yeah, I'm going to give him a 4. It's not that it's a bad build, and it's not that it's poorly done. It's just aesthetically on the interior, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But we'll go ahead and check his machine here and see if there's anything worth purchasing or acquiring in general. And if you see anything that you like, by all means, look them up online. I'm sure they would appreciate the sales. I mean, he does have a bloodied flamer in there. Alright, so, as I said before, I'm going to give him a 4. And that's a glowing toad. Which, lucky for me, I don't need a glowing toad. I know enough toads, thank you. Well, let's go to Zhang's camp, if I can. Look at that. Doesn't he look menacing sitting there? He's waiting for me to shoot him, you know that, right? I mean, he wants it bad. He's like, I need you to shoot me. But, nah, sorry. I got things to do. I got places to go. You know, Zhang's camp probably isn't going to be here after this event closes out that's going on the server. Because what typically happens is people do a bunch of events or do a bunch of little things and then they leave. And then I don't get to see these awesome camps with, like, you know, the foundations hanging off the side of a dang cliff. Or the red barn tile that makes up their wonderful build. I go inside and see the lovely Enclave medallion on their plain plywood floors with the metal roof. Alright. So, he has a bed, he has a stove, and he has a stove. This is a really scenic location, and if he would have built over there, it would have been an actual decent location. As it is, this is just kind of an location. So we'll go ahead and check this. As you can see, this is the most important thing in the whole vending machine. So hopefully this is a low levels camp, but given the fact that limited building materials, it seems likely. But if it's not, it's a very poor choice. Well, at least it completed meat week once, maybe twice. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm just going to go ahead and give Zhang's camp a bright shiny 3. It's not horrible, but it's not as good as the last one we were at either. And I gave it a 4. So this has been Ren for Ren's Wasteland Camp Review / Dumpster Fires of the Commonwealth. If you look on the map, we are right here, and one of the coolest things you can do in this region if you're building here is incorporate this into your build. I've seen some really cool camps that have done that. To be honest, you could actually use this as your entrance and put a build in behind it if you're good with the foundations and layering techniques. You could build something really awesome here. Hell, if you really, really are crazy, you could hide lights in it, power it all up, and make it look like it's a gateway to another dimension. And really freak people out. And have your build go out this way, so they start off on this side of the cliff. But that's hard to pull off. I've only seen one person do something similar to what I'm describing ever in this game. So, you have a good day, have fun, enjoy your game, and remember to report all the bugs to Starfield that you find in their Discord. Make sure you get those bugs reported in, because by the time I get to where I'm going to play it, I'd like those to be fixed. Have a good time.